Right. Uh-oh, did I forget to copy it? Let me... Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. Our special guest, J.Crager, should be here momentarily. Get another fresh URL. Yeah, it looks like I'm a little late. I gotta clean my trackball. Trackball. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are y'all? I guess the light's semi-decent. It's overcast and cloudy right now. Hop on into the chat. Stay a while and listen. Let's chat it up. Come on in. Post any questions you have in the chat. Here he is.
Howdy, hello. Howdy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good, good. I'm so sorry I'm running late.
No, you're perfectly fine. I was doing this thing where like I'm consuming social media. I'm doing promotion, getting ready for this stream.
Right.
I was trying to multitask and put the. I was air frying some chicken tenders.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. So, and then I got caught up in social media again. So,
right. Understand.
One of those things, you know.
How are you doing today?
I'm all right, all in all. It's
nice.
been taking me some time to wake up fully the last couple of days. It's been kind of dragging, it seems.
Right, right.
Here now.
No, I feel you. This campaign is taking it out of me, and it's a little stressful. I want to be able to reach the 15K mark so that we can get that Glenn Fabry cover and we can all get extra comics. So that's my ultimate goal, and hopefully with 32 days we can do that. I'm gonna try. As you saw, the mail-in stuff. Like you posted up for the mail-in stuff too when he was talking about putting people on.
Yeah.
I had a conversation the other day with some ComicsGaters, and it was interesting because I didn't realize that the ComicsGaters are the fans. I thought it was the creators.
Oh.
And I didn't quite realize that, and that they're all, you know, essentially consumers, and you have to judge everybody based on their individual actions, right? So that's why I have friends in ComicsGate, obviously, and since the other night with those ComicsGate guys in the middle of the night, they told me that I was like, they're like, whether you like it or not, you're ComicsGate. Like, people are buying your work. And then they explained it to me, right? That it was the consumer, it's not the creator. And I was like, so it's like having a bunch of kids that just want to buy your work, and you kind of got to take care of each one of them. And I totally understand that. It makes sense now, right? It was so weird it took me a whole day to process it too, by the way. Once I had that conversation with that person, it took me a good 20 hours to for it to click, and then me to go, holy shit, what do you ComicsGate, unofficially adopts you, right? What do you do? And that's kind of where I'm at. And I realized that I'm being adopted by a movement, and as long as it's made into some weird pariah or messiah, I'm cool with that. I'm down with it. And as long as they're good people, man. Everybody in ComicsGate that I've met that openly has called themselves ComicsGate has been a genuinely nice person. So they don't meet the criteria that everybody puts out there, that they're all, misogynistic, living in basements, right?
Yeah, that doesn't match anybody. That description doesn't match anybody out there except maybe 1%.
Right. So it's a different thing now. I'm really surprised by it. So, are we live?
Yeah, we are.
Oh,
sorry, I thought you knew.
You're a bastard for throwing me on live.
Oh crap! I thought you were. I thought you realized that we were on live.
No, I didn't realize we were on live. That's okay though. So
my bad.
No, I'm really had my opinion of things adjusted. So that's good.
The way I see it, ComicsGate is indeed a movement. It's
right.
It started amongst comic book fans. They were looking at what Marvel and DC were doing, and over time it seemed like they were trying to cater to a group of SJWs who kind of invaded the industry and started saying, all right, we want all your main characters to be women now. We want to include a lot of gays and transsexuals. So we're going to take well-beloved, long, classic characters and turn them upside down. Do things like make Captain America a commie or Nazi. Get Tony Stark out of the picture and replace him with Riri Williams. Replace Thor with Lady Thor, and that kind of stuff. And fans over time started to lose interest in those kinds of things, and they wanted to get back to the escapism from years ago, like what Stan Lee was pushing. And there was also a growing loss of escapism. I always view comic books and toys and movies as escapism.
Right.
And, there's too much drama and garbage going on in life as it is. You don't need to compound it more. I think there's a reason it's called entertainment. It's to, give you something to have fun with,
Right.
I see ComicsGate as an attempt to return to those gory days of escapism.
Sure.
Initially, the early stages of ComicsGate was giving as much feedback as you can to the big two, saying, "Hey, this is not working out. We want something like the way it used to be." I mean, you can definitely create great new stories, create new characters, but don't be putting down and disparaging and crushing the characters that we grew up with in favor of lifting up these other new characters that we don't care for, that we don't have haven't built a connection or bond with yet.
Right. Right. I totally understand. When I created Hammer, it was a weird thing. Like, it was a culmination of a lot of things. It was a great idea, but it was also me realizing that I would never draw Thor. And if I did draw Thor, I would have to do it to the parameters at which they set for me. And as a creator, I couldn't take that. Like that to me, it if you're given the opportunity to do a monolithic for so many years, I would at least like the dignity to be able to do what I want to do with it to a certain extent as a creator. So, creating Hammer allowed me to kind of do that. So I was able to twist things and make it my own. And it's its own property, which is great too, obviously. I'm not taking somebody else's character and reinventing it or messing with it. I'm creating a whole new character and surrounding it with the mythology that we know and love. So it's a different way of doing things. It's kind of called playing with your own toys. So, and that's what I kind of do. So, hey there, comic book black belt.
Hey,
Thank you.
welcome, comic book black belt.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Anyways, I have a newfound appreciation for the idea of ComicsGate. I think I had a really skewed idea of still have to judge everybody on their individual actions like everybody else should. And of course, don't put the cart before the horse. You should never accuse somebody on social media before you actually have the facts, or have at least, done your work, right? So
Due diligence, research.
There's a lot of outrage out there. I've had a few people come after me a few times for the stuff I say, and it's usually backed up with idiocy on their part, but there's no way to defend, to yell at you. So, and if they're that angry to yell at you and they don't know you, that's pretty as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
So, that being said, I want CGers to be fans like that. There shouldn't be labels attached to things. And the idea that there is a label attached to it kind of sucks. So it has negative connotations from the other side. And it kind of is it's terrible. It's terrible to hear. So you can't judge everybody in CG by the actions of a few.
Right.
And if you choose not to back those creators, that's on you.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone can speak with their wallets. Very, very rare you'll find any critical thinking online. Well, on Twitter anyway.
Well, it took me a minute to wrap my head around it. So it's a very, the CG story is a very convoluted big story. Like, because it became a movement, some of the roots in which it came from, much like all crazy, awesome, giant things that end up going, very, very well, start with roots of dissent. Like there's it's just how it is. There has to be chaos created in order to find clarity. So at some point I wish that, the whole idea that there's a ComicsGate tag that associates everybody to two things just be brought down to fans and everybody be judged on their individual merit. So that being said, I have lots of friends in ComicsGate. There are some people I like a lot. There's some people I don't, and there's personal stuff with that. But I don't talk bad about them. I don't mention their name live. There's no reason to bring personal things into a private industry,
Well, yeah,
right?
true.
So
And the,
go ahead. Go ahead.
you've got in ComicsGate some creators that were former pros with the big two, or even with companies like Image and Dark Horse,
Right.
that have gone who have left mainstream and gone for the crowdfunding model. And then you've also got fans of those people, plus you've got fans who in their own right are creatives in and of themselves,
Right.
and they get inspired to create their own books. And that's what this network, this community, is really great for, because it's spawned all these new creators who previously didn't think they had the a method for bringing their dreams and visions to life, and now they do.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So that's very true.
Oh, go ahead.
Nice, man. No, you're right. You're right. It's a new day and age. Like I was just sitting there just this morning thinking about the odds of me getting royalties off of reprinted stuff from the major companies I worked for, even if they're crowdfunding stuff. But that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So I know currently right now there's, 2 companies kickstarting books that I'm going to definitely have work in that I did 20 years ago. And I'm not going to receive royalties on any of that stuff like I should have. And in this case, I'm actually kind of more interested in crowdfunding now, because I kind of feel, not that I've been screwed over, because it's just business and it may just be like a couple of pages I'm arguing about. But I still did work for them. And they didn't through. Harris always gave me royalties. When they were around, Harris gave me royalties. And that was the only company out of the 7 or 8 companies I ever worked for that ever gave me royalties. And it wasn't because we weren't selling, and especially now when there's like a cash grab by semi-large independent comic book publisher to essentially cash in a second time on something, and then I'm sure they're not going to pay royalties to anybody. So, there's big names out there that worked on all these books, and they're working paycheck to paycheck. And these cash grab at stuff is kind of crazy. So I'm leaning more on crowdfunding now, because I control that aspect of things. I get to make sure that the check pays, or the bills get paid and everything else, and that all my artists get paid, and that they get paid royalties every single time I reprint their work. Like this should be standard.
Sure.
Right. I get that everybody wants to make an extra buck, but take care of the people who make your dream possible, and they'll be loyal for life.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, exactly.
I'm sure there's got to be lots and lots of fine print about what they can get away with in terms of reprinting your work and doing crowdfunding instead of going the traditional route through their publisher. Hopefully you do see some of those residuals coming through eventually.
It's true, but it's not enough. So I think that my days of working for people like Marvel or DC or Dark Horse, stuff like that, unless it's an independent publisher and somebody who's open like Image and lets you keep the rights to your property, I'm not going to work for. Like, why would I do that at this point in my life? It's a real.
Hello? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
here.
All right. Every now and then it seems like your voice cuts out for like just a second or two, but this time it was a little bit longer, like 3 or 4 seconds.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think we might be having delays because of my internet. My internet's acting weird right now.
Ah, gotcha.
So hopefully everything will come through.
Other than that, we're good. Let me see something here. Just a sec. Oh, all right. There we go. Wrong screen.
Right.
Just back the line art tier. Looks great.
Thank you so much, Comic Book Black. I appreciate it. That's really awesome of you. We're pushing towards the 15K mark, hoping that we can get that extra comic for everybody. I'm getting the great Glenn Fabry, who drew all the covers for Preacher, did Lot 13, did all the stuff for Neverwhere with Neil Gaiman, to do a cover for me. And he's really excited to do it, but I got to reach that 15K mark to get him to do it. Right. And we'll get everybody an extra comic when that happens. So I'll be throwing it your way free of charge, and it'll have a very rare Glenn Fabry cover, and I'll be limiting those only to probably about 500 issues. So over the whole print run. So nice. I think we should try to make that happen. So I'm going to be pushing for that 15K mark. I've added new tiers and a couple more Dragars. Whoa. I added a super Dragar. Yeah, you need to see Snowblood Dragar, man. She's the best. So I have a few things up that and I added a bunch of stuff to the cover. So that cover tier that's at $2,500 comes with that super Dragar, a piece of art. It comes with signed books. I just kind of throw in everything. It comes with a Loki head. So you're not just getting the cover, you're getting like everything at that point. Dang. So yeah, that's why I want more bang for your buck. And I also moved my goal, my stretch goals, so that we could have, if we reach $8,000, we get a embroidered Hammer logo patch.
Oh, neat.
At 10, you get a poster of that Benitez cover. At 15, or I'm sorry, not at 15, at like 12 or 13, you get like a painted postcard set of Hammer artwork. And then at 15, we get the Glenn Fabry cover and a sticker set.
Whoa, sticker set too. Sweet. Yeah, we're definitely going to look into these in a few moments here. Just catching up on chat. Comic Book Black Belt says Indiegogo is democratizing making comics. Yeah, I mean, I've been sitting on a couple IPs I've always imagined doing a comic of one day, but it's been like 30 years. And when I got into ComicsGate, I'm finally seeing, a chance to make it happen. So I'm pretty jazzed about that.
Right.
I'm rusty right now, so I got to get back into practicing.
And of course, reach out to people, man. Like I'd do something for you. If you'd want me to draw you a cover or something, I'd do it for you.
Oh, damn. Sweet. Appreciate it.
You know I'd help you out, man. You've helped me out. I'll help you out. So currently at under 100 fans who have purchased my stuff, I have the chance to deal with everybody one-on-one.
Mm-hmm. True.
I doubt, even if we get up to 15,000, that I'm not going to be able to at least have an individual type of moment with everybody.
That's pretty sweet. That's the other thing that's so cool about ComicsGate. When you interact with like Marvel and DC, it's at a great distance.
Yeah.
And the closest you usually get is either getting like a commission and seeing them at a comic book convention, or if comics still offer editors to the letters to the editor at the back of the book. Whereas with ComicsGate, you have a nearly one-to-one interaction, or in many cases, one-to-one, because a lot of them have their own YouTube channels. So it's amazing.
It is. It is. It's an amazing way of doing things. I don't think I could have done this 10 years ago. It's very different now. It's very different now. It's just different. So, and there's only so many titles that Marvel and DC have, right? There's only so many teams that people can work on stuff for 12 issues in a year, unless they're going to do special stuff. That doesn't leave a lot of openings to do your own stuff in comics, right? I mean, so I encourage everybody to actually, if you want to make a comic, to go do it yourself. Like it's not important to go to the big 2 or 3, however many there are right now. You can literally do it on your own, and it's one of those things that if you have good art and you're well spoken and you come out and you sell your stuff and you're articulate and you show love to your backers, they'll make your dreams happen. They will. They really will. None of my friends, like maybe one, back this campaign. For the most part, it's strangers. People I don't know, like you and Shay. And I mean, we've only had 3 or 4 hours together online, me and you. But it seems to be a really great way of doing things. So yeah, it's exhausting. I can imagine after you've done a whole day of live streaming, you're pretty done.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard being trapped under the old earphones.
Do you think part of why only one of your friends or IRL in real life friends has backed your book is because all your other friends are expecting you to give them free copies?
No. Actually, I would say more than one. So it's maybe 4 or 5, but they're also contributors too. Like they wanted to do it because they were contributing, but I was going to give them free stuff anyways. So I think they just wanted to do that. But it was, I like my father-in-law threw in $100 and he didn't want anything from it. He just wanted to see where everything would go. Gotcha. But that's minimal compared to actually the 80 plus I have currently. So it's really interesting to see strangers come out of the woodwork to see something amazing and want to fund it. And I've never had this opportunity except at shows, like when I go and sit at a show and pimp my ideas and my art to people. They're usually attracted not only to the art, but to the rhetoric that I liked. I'm an artist, man, and I have a certain amount of character and personality to me. And somebody told me I was meant for live streaming, but it's so exhausting. I don't know how I could ever get used to it. I mean, I like the sound of my voice, but I don't like it that much.
Well, the thing is, you usually, you hear it as it's coming out of your mouth, but you don't like hear it here like you do if you're listening to yourself on an answering machine or something like that. So it's a little different there. As long as you've got like a lot of fluids like water or what have you, whatever your drink is, you should be fine. And just no, I'm not trying to knock your friends or anything because you know there's nothing wrong with hoping for freebies, but there's also the possibility that, other friends simply aren't interested in comics. So that might be another reason why they wouldn't necessarily back it.
Oh, that's true. I was talking to my little brother, and he told me, he goes, man, I'd totally throw like $50 at you. He goes, and I love your art. He goes, but I'd probably not read the book because I don't read. Well, fuck, man, you should read comics every once in a while. Like, what the hell? Like, it's so short. Like, how hard is it to get to the end of a comic? Whatever. I admire his honesty about it, and that's fine. I suppose if I wrote a comic book about something he was interested in, it would be a different story.
Oh yeah.
So, like he loves race cars. So if I wrote a comic book about race cars, he'd freaking dig it. So that might just be the difference, right? Is fantasy and that type of stuff isn't his thing. And that being said, I'm actually more impressed by everybody coming out of the woodwork to support such a solid idea. So live stream with I actually put a little bit of whiskey with some water and some ice in this. It's just a little, and it keeps me from having dry mouth when I'm talking because I'm nervous.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
I always thought it was just water.
No, it's not water. There's this in it.
High West whiskey, double rye.
That's right. I like some rye whiskey. It's numbered. Let's see if I can show you that number.
Oh wow!
Batch number. It's 46% alcohol.
17,006.
Yeah, something like that. 17,006. So, bottle. It's about a $40 or $50 bottle, and I sip at it. Is what I do. I don't actually drink enough to, I think, get inebriated. It's like a shot in a bunch of water.
Yeah, it's diluted.
Yeah, it's diluted. I do that, so I don't need a bunch of it. So just need a little. If I get all sloppy, that would be my fault. So it's an ex-drug addict, and one of those things is being able to moderate yourself. Like, that's the biggest thing about being a drug addict, is being able to. And the one thing I can do is typically moderate a little bit of alcohol. So
that's good. Yeah, everything in moderation.
That's what they say. So it just depends on what it is, as far as I'm concerned. Like, if there's a pile of cocaine, there's no moderation in that, unfortunately. So you just got to kind of stay away from it.
Yeah,
it's that simple. It's when I heard that Robin Williams died, the first thing I didn't think of was that he killed himself. It was that he dove headfirst into a giant pile of cocaine. That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard he had. Of course, that would have been the most apropos, because all in the media at that time, he had been going back to meetings before he had passed away. He had been having sobriety thoughts and issues, and so he started going back to meetings, and then they found out it was the weird Parkinson's that he had that made him hallucinate. And so it was weird. That was the first thing I thought when he died was, oh, I hope he died in a big pile of cocaine. And that wasn't the case at all, which was very sad. So I get why he did what he did, and that form of Parkinson's that he had is one of the most terrible, I hear. So
I didn't even realize there was a version of Parkinson's that led to hallucinations.
Oh yeah, man, there's some crazy versions. It's like Lewy body dementia or something like that, is what they call it. Maybe it's not Parkinson's. It's probably a form of dementia called Lewy body dementia. And that people can hallucinate and have thoughts that aren't entirely all there.
Yeah. Hey, totally unrelated, but the whiskey bottle being numbered, does it actually add any kind of value in terms of, like, if you were to have purchased the bottle and then kept it for several years, it being numbered, would it add any significant value if you were to resell it?
If it were a really low batch number, I would say yeah, because that means older. It would be much, much older. So a low batch number on this might result in a 10 or 15 year difference, right?
Okay.
So older whiskeys are more expensive and are better than newer whiskey. Just freshly distilled. The older it is, the better it is usually. I'm not a big fan of really expensive old whiskeys because they usually are really sharp, and I don't like them. Like they just don't. They're not sipping whiskeys. They're not meant to just sip on, and they're meant to feel like you're important for about 30 seconds while you drink this, little tiny bit of whiskey that's 50 years old. But the sharpness of the taste in those whiskeys don't appeal to me for some reason. I don't know why. The older it is, the worse it is for me. So I like sipping whiskey. I like ryes. I like Maker's Mark makes a decent sipping whiskey. If I have to go all the way to the bottom, I do Seagram 7, which is a Canadian whiskey. It's blended, and seems to be a little ryer than most whiskeys.
Oh, interesting.
Right. It's not leaning towards like a bourbon or a scotch. More flowery, and I don't mind them. Like I don't mind Crown Royal or other things, but if I were to have a preference, I would drink Maker's Mark.
Gotcha.
For the most part, or the rye version of it.
Cool deal.
So, I love that stuff. It's pretty good.
Nice. So I noticed that you did get fully funded, so you hit the 5,000 mark. So that's exciting. I think the last time I looked at the campaign, you were like still about $400 shy.
I was
1,000, and I was like, "Wow, this is pretty sweet." But yeah, the more the better. Do you say the goal was 15,000?
Correct. We're gonna jump hopefully to the my stretch goal is 15K.
Alrighty. Yeah.
So yeah, it's doing incredibly well. So I'm really stoked. If this was a 30-day campaign, it would have ended tomorrow. So I added the next 30 days to try to, see if we can get those extras to everybody. At this point, I just want to make sure a successful campaign. I'm not too worried about getting paid myself at this point. It just, I want that Glenn Fabry cover. I want it. I want it so bad, you have no idea. So I want you guys to have the Glenn Fabry cover.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank Black Belt for backing. I appreciate it.
Great listening to you guys. Followed on Twitter as well. Good luck with the book. Really looking forward to getting it. Yeah, pretty sweet.
I'm looking forward to hooking you up, buddy. So we're moving ever closer, and I realize I have 30 days. I'm almost at $7,000. We can do this. Like, this is a doable thing. I just have to get eyeballs on it. And I'm going to keep pushing, man. I need to hear more from the fans. I want to hear what they want. If I need to add something to my campaign, then they need to let me know. And I can work stuff out. I mean, this is still a doable thing for me. 87 backers, man. I can totally take care of 87. So I want to take care of like 200 people, though. So I would love, and during this stream, like, he wants to back and we can get some numbers up, we'll have a raffle at the end of the stream. I don't know how many people are watching currently. So it's a turkey shoot, as I said. So if you haven't backed once, you can back again. Or if you only backed once, you could back again. I'm not suggesting that you should, Wyman. I think you should stop buying stuff, because I don't want you to be broke, like, and not able to pay your bills because you're buying stuff from every person you have on your show. And you've already done so much for me, so I think you should just bow out. Anyways, I'm going to send you lots of cool things. So it's we need to find new backers. We need to find people who are interested. If I get to $15,000, my wife, I think, has a tutu from ballerina back in the day. I'll put a goddamn tutu on and dance around this place. So I'll totally dance around in a tutu and tights. Puts Fraga's like rabbit suit to shame.
Oh my gosh, that would be kind of crazy.
Yeah, get me to $15,000. I'll find a tutu. So it'd be. I look great. I look like a sausage stuffed into those things. It's into a leotard. It'll be amazing. We'll have the best time. So I'd be very happy. So as I said, my new goal is 15, and that gets everybody paid. That gets everybody their stuff. It gets everything out to everybody, and me getting Glenn Fabry to do me a incredible cover so that everybody could have a third issue. So I'm down. I'm down to see how far we can push this. I'm hoping to get on Malin's show in a couple hours because he's running it with Fraga, I guess. And I'm sure my name out there. The last time he did, my campaign went up $1,000.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was Fraga doing. So he and throwing my link down in his chat, that helped a lot too. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to in the next 30 days get together with him and do a live stream, but I'd really like to. I have Charlie London on Monday, I believe.
Sweet. Charlie's is awesome.
That should be fun, man. It'll be my first. She just get engaged.
She's been engaged. I don't know when the wedding is, but
okay.
But she's got her channel, and her fiance, stencil artist Yan, has his own. I think it's on a separate channel.
Okay.
He does his own. He does, like, if I remember, like drunken beer, booze reviews.
Awesome. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
CG UK is pretty awesome.
Nice.
You definitely got to get on Malin's show. That's
Sure.
at 6 p.m., right? 6 p.m. Eastern?
It's 6 p.m. Eastern, so it's 3 p.m. our time, right? So it's in an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's today, right?
Right. And on there. So, I mean, if I'm going to have a chance of even being pimped, it's going to be when Fraga's on the show, and I could be like, "Oh, Fraga boom," and he'll be like, "J.Crager."
Yeah.
So,
And that's definitely a key show to be on, for sure.
I agree. I've sent him a few things, and he's busy. I get it. Everybody's busy. They don't have to pimp my stuff. It's up to me to do it, to build my platform and to keep moving forward.
Yep.
So I'm absolutely, as many people as will have me on their shows, I'm grateful to do so. And obviously, I would love more people to ask me.
Have you? Let me send you some more referrals next chance I get on people to reach out to. And
yes, send it to my Twitter message.
Yeah, I'll DM you.
Okay, that's perfect, man. So you want to talk about the book and the new perks?
Well, would you please refresh everyone on the story behind Hammer, what it's about?
Sure. So it's Mad Max meets the Nordic gods in a knockdown, drag-out fight for domination of the 9 realms. Essentially, the hammer of Thor, Mjolnir, comes to Earth because artifacts have begun to fall from Asgard as Ragnarok is happening. There's things I want to tell you about, but it'll ruin the story for you. So I'm being intentionally vague, but I can't wait for Fenrir and the giant Beowulf. Essentially, I can't wait. Anyway, some cool stuff. That'll be more in the second issue, but I'm definitely going to be showing you some cool stuff. So that being said, the artifacts are falling. They're being picked up by normal people or semi-normal people in the apocalyptic world of Earth that, has become this. Most religions are gone. The Nordic religion has become dominant in this day and age. And the reason why is because the moon is broken and it has made a ring around the earth now. And in breaking the moon, people believed it to be, after enough generations, the world snake parading from the ocean. And they honestly believe that Ragnarok is upon them. And as things fall to and still want to use the things that fall from the sky for nefarious reasons. Like Loki. Loki would love to have Thor's hammer, and he could do so much with it. And it would, in essence, grant him the rest of his immortality. So he would love to get a hold of it. So this whole story is about Star of Asgard, or Star of Midgard, becoming the god Thor after picking up the hammer and taking his place after his death during Ragnarok. And then she has to take on the elder gods to take her place eventually in Asgard.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty epic, man. 10 issues, 48 pages for each issue. That's 480 pages worth of content. That's insane. It's going to be epic, black and white, very well drawn, time, love, everything I can throw at it. Every campaign I do is going to be filled with goodies so that everybody can have a wonderful experience. Every campaign will probably have sculptures. Every campaign. Yeah, I'm going to make sure that there's different stuff every time I do something for everybody. So, maybe the second one I'll release a Star of Midgard. We'll see. I'm working on it. So it's a lot of work, but I'm able to do it. This is my day job now. Everybody has made it so for me, and I'll keep doing my thing.
Do you think eventually? Would you excuse me for a sec? It's starting to rain, and I don't want it getting inside the place.
No, go ahead.
Especially if the wind picks up. Alrighty. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Do you anticipate, I might have missed it, do you anticipate doing a statue of Mjolnir?
Yes, actually. I will make a 1-to-1 version of Mjolnir. And I'll carve it, and it'll come with probably a casted steel head on it, and it'll be a wood. There'll be actually a curved wood handle for it, and I'll be wrapping it in leather. If I do, I'll probably only make a couple of them because they'll be really hard to make. I might have to go to a foundry and have them cast it for me. So that's something that I'll have to look into. But I do want a version of my hammer.
Oh yeah.
With all the inscriptions on the side and everything. Hey, Jets the Bell.
Hey, Jezebel, welcome. It's so good to have you.
Nice.
Jezebel is so freaking awesome.
Yeah, I saw that you had her on yesterday.
Yeah, that was a blast. It ended up going on for over 3 hours.
Holy moly.
We were having so much fun.
You're all just long-winded.
Well, that's definitely true of me. I'm very verbose.
That's so funny. That's so awesome. Nice, man. So my hammer campaign is successful currently. So we're at $6,847. Everything on the campaign and all the freebies I'm giving away during the live streams comes when I fulfill everything. So any questions about fulfillment and stuff like that, I'll individually speak to every one of you if you have questions about that. But inevitably, it will be coming out when I get everything printed so I can do it all at once. It makes it easiest for me, essentially.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I want to be able to pile it all up and take pictures and show you guys and then be like, okay, here it comes. So I think that's important. Hi.
Welcome, Yotam Darkstar, another cool person.
Oh, Yotam's back. Hey, buddy. How are you? Thank you so much for backing my campaign also.
Yeah.
I love it.
This awesome campaign is
it's coming. It'll come as soon as I fulfill everything. It will come all at once. So yes, it will. It'll come your way for sure. And your drawing. You have a drawing also, if I recall.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, so it is listed as fully funded. We are in our second 30 days of funding.
Correct.
Which is pretty sweet. You're at 68.47 USD out of 87 backers. So that's 136% of the $5,000 fixed goal. And if this is, I don't know if it's an exclusive here, but if we hit the $15,000 stretch goal, which we intend on doing, Jason agrees to dance around in a tutu, an authentic tutu.
I do. I'll dance around in a tutu, but I'll also be getting you a Glenn Fabry cover and adding a third comic book to everybody's order. So they'll get a free comic once we get to $15,000.
Got to get that free comic for sure.
Yeah. Who wants a free comic? I mean, everybody. We need to keep passing it along and sharing. It's really a grassroots campaign. It's perpetuated by the customers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Yes, you also get a sketch. That is true.
And then, excuse me. Go ahead. You were saying?
I wasn't. I was reading out loud.
Okay. Yeah. So let's play the movie here.
Asgard has fallen. Ragnarok has come, and the mighty hammer Mjolnir is moving ever closer to Midgard. The hammer seeks a new master, this one in the form of a golden Valkyrie by the name of Star. Born of the wasteland, a scrapper now burdened with the mighty hammer, Star must survive insurmountable odds. She must rise to the challenge and take her rightful place among the old gods. Loki, the gritting god and his loyal acolytes, will raise Valhalla to gain the power of Asgard's most powerful artifact. And hell awaits.
Such a goofy thing I did. It's so silly. I'd rather have you show like my sculpting stuff on your YouTube channel. Like my YouTube channel, if you go to it, actually has like me sculpting like an alien in like 45 seconds or something, and things like that. Like that's so much better than me talking over the top of stuff, because it just sounds like I'm a crazy person.
Is it still going to be, is your channel under the name Hammer, or is it under J.Crager?
I think it's J.Crager's Hammer Comic. Maybe. Yeah. That's me.
Oh, good.
So go all the way to the end.
Actually, maybe I need to go to videos and then go to the end.
Go to my videos. Yeah, this one. And I did some animations too, but it's going to be loud, so turn down your volume.
All right. This Prometheus Deacon one?
Yeah, turn that down, way down, because it's going to be so loud, it's going to blow out your ears. So I did this over 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Yeah, and it recorded down to about 45 seconds. So, and that was fun. And there was a finished piece for it. Like I took it further than what I'm doing here. But this was just the basic form of it.
Are you using red clay?
I'm using monster clay.
Monster clay.
Yeah, it's a form of wax, is what it is.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Wax is fun. You should go to my animation too. There's fun little animations. So
Star 13 animation test or test Star 13. Well, these
do that one. Do that one. That was my breakdown for kind of like beats on something. Those are my gas master gar, like messing around and stuff. There you go.
13.
Yeah, it was so silly. That was just me messing with beats and seeing how stuff moves and stuff like that.
Huh.
I'm not an animator, so it was just me trying to figure out how to do that type of stuff, you know, which was fun. And then you can look at some, if you go back, go to the butt one, the Star 13. Yeah, that one. That one's actually a little more refined, like, but it's still bad. It's still terrible.
So what is the Flip-a-Clip thing? Is that a piece of software, or is that something that you came up with?
It's an animation program that allows you to do animation.
Oh, all right.
So that's what I did, was do some animation just to see if I could do it. There's an actual, like, if you go to the second video,
Awesome
up top.
time-lapse video.
Yeah, that's a good one of me just drawing stuff. So, and it's done in time lapse pretty quickly. So people get to see my kind of process. I'm using like 3 different tools to do it too. I'm not just using the same tool while I'm drawing, even though it may look like it.
So you just jump between the different tools as you go through it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And Lapse, it is a time lapse program that I use to do it. It was pretty simple. It's pretty cool. I like it. Anyways, that's my YouTube channel. If anybody likes it, they can subscribe. I'll put more stuff up soon.
Most definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah, very cool. So we got this awesome artwork here. Let me see.
Right, that's the cover for the line art edition of the book. It comes black and white like that. And it's the whole book obviously is black and white. The only color cover that's used is on the Benitez exclusive signed edition. So I may do, when I print the postcards, if we make it to the 13K mark, there'll be color images of stuff like that. Like there'll be the crow that I did. That's somewhere around here. I think it's over there. No, it's right here.
Oh,
so
man, that awesome piece.
Yes, this piece.
Oh, geez, that's so cool.
So it's a nice piece. I like it. So there'll be a postcard that's that. So everybody will get a little version of it. They won't get the original, obviously.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
When we hit the 15K mark, Jezebel wants to make sure you prance around in the tutu.
I swear to God, I'll do it. I'll get my wife to buy it. I look like a sausage stuffed into leotards, but I'll do it.
That'll be a lovely sight.
So,
welcome, Max Works. How are you, everybody?
Boy, thank you. Boy, everybody. Yeah, if we get some backers, I think I'm going to raffle off a head of Loki. So if we can get a couple backers going in the next, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, we'll see if we can, raffle off one of those beautiful heads of Loki and the base that come with it.
For sure. That'll be awesome.
Right. Any tier. So if you want to just purchase the $40 signed bundle or the $25 exclusive signed edition, you'll be added into the raffle at the end.
Yeah.
And any higher editions that you buy, I'll make sure that you get something extra with it.
Sweet. Let's see here. That retweet. All right, cool. And jumping back here, you got a lot of love for the crow painting. Yeah, I do. I love it too.
Yeah, if everybody loves it, then we need to get to that 13K mark, and you guys can get postcards of some of my color painted work, and that will be part of it.
Nice. Do you already have like scanned images of your colored painted work? Or
I do.
Just do. All right.
I do. Most of this stuff was done a while ago, and I've scanned most of the stuff. I haven't put any up. I should put up a few more things in the next few days to see if I can round out what everything will look like, so people aren't just sending me money based upon what I'm saying.
Right.
I want them to see it.
That is definitely helpful.
Right.
So we got the El Joe Benitez color cover.
Right. Joe Benitez, man. He's he does Lady Mechanica, one of the greatest independent books around. He's in the top 10 creators in the US. His company does really well. And he does an independent title called Lady Mechanica, and it's one of the greatest books around. His layouts are amazing. His backup crew with him, Montel, man, that guy's amazing too. And Joe did this for me on a whim. He had so much faith in the project. He just kind of was like, so when am I doing a cover? And as soon as I got all my ducks in a row, he was ready to go. And that's what he did. I colored that cover myself over Joe, and it's inked by John Levisay.
Mm-hmm. Jezebel said she had a shot at winning it the other day during Shay's stream. Yeah, me too.
You did. You all had a chance at winning it the other day. I realize how lovely it all is. So you guys still have a chance at getting a shot of it. If we can get to that 13K mark, you guys can have a little postcard you can send to your parents or whatever.
Exactly.
Right.
Now, was this classified as concept art?
It is. It is classified as concept art, but that's pretty much the final kind of version of what she's going to end up looking like. I didn't draw that concept art. Jason Gonzalez did, based upon my I sent him some reference, but I didn't draw it out. I just sent him some images, and then I said, this is what I want. And that's what he did from that. I said, I think my only thing that I told him is that she had to have a patch over her right eye.
Uh-huh.
That's what I said to him. And I think the only thing is that I wanted her to have a mohawk. Mm-hmm. So he sent that to me, and I went, is it possible to have a mohawk come through her helmet like Captain Marvel? And he went, no, she's going to have a flaming mohawk. And I went, oh, that's fine. We'll do that. So that was the conversation and how that went. So he was just like, when I said, hey, I'd like to have this, he was like, oh, it was already going to have a flaming mohawk that came off behind her while she was like flying or walking around. And I was like, that sounds dope as hell.
Yeah.
Let's do that. And that's what he did.
So did he seek out his assistance with this part of it? Is he well renowned for coming up with armor and things like that, and costumes for characters?
I let him do his thing. Okay. I kind of gave him an idea that she had to be armored and there had to be two forms of her. But short of that, I let it be his baby. So I let him dictate 99% of it. So when it was created, the idea of having a cosmic story kind of came out of nowhere for me. So when I called him up and I was like, hey man, can you do this? I go, what is the chances that you're going to get to draw like Thor? I go, and I want it to look Kirby and 70s style. And this is what he came back to me with.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, he nailed it, man. From the very beginning, it's the right person, the right job. So Jestabel asks, do you go into Norse lore or just dive into the story? I do go into Norse lore during the 10 issue book. So if we can keep this going for the 10 issues, I dive into all of it. I dive into the whole of Ragnarok. I dive into Hela, which is named Hel in my world. I dive into Fenris Wolf and Loki and Balder and Yor, which is Thor's mother, and Freya and Lady Sif. And yeah, I dive into a lot of it. There's and even beyond that, beyond the first 5 issues, there's kind of a cosmic-y journey for Star during that time, and she visits some of the 9 realms during that time process of becoming a god so she can defeat Hel.
one of the things I like about, you're telling them that she needs to have a patch over her eye.
Yeah.
And he came up with this. And, when I think of patch, I think of like a pirate.
Right.
Yeah. So this is so much better. Like kind of an expansion on that idea.
Yeah. It's more like a luchador would look like, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. He draws luchador comics. So he came from that wrestling type of thing. And I'm down. It's so cool. Like she looks like a freaking wrestler and I love it. And it looks like something that can be done, right? Like it's not out of the realm of realism.
Right.
And I like that.
Yeah, it's cool. And then here she is all fully armored up.
Oh yeah, when she's all Omega level, like over, yeah, that's her. And she's gonna be. Yeah, I love his design so much. I couldn't have done it better. I couldn't. It was all him. It's all him.
Yeah, and you get the full size version of Mjolnir.
Right, the giant version. Yeah, the Kirby to infinity level hammer. Correct. Yeah, that thing will beat the crap out of an ice giant. It'll be amazing. Oh, that's Jason Lennox. He does Lords of the Cosmos. If you don't know who he is, go to Facebook, check him out. He's, I guess, doing some campaigns and stuff in Asgardian Luchador. That's right. And Jason gave me a really strong piece that I wanted to kind of make look like Doré. And so I've been inking it, taking my time, kind of messing with it while I've been doing all this stuff. So, and if you don't know Jason Lennox, you should go check him out on Facebook and become his friend and follow his stuff soon, because I'm pretty sure he'll be dropping the ball to do a book himself.
Nice. Yeah, the more the merrier.
Yeah, absolutely. So this piece is Alex Tuiz. He's
cool. Oh man.
Yeah, that piece is really good. That's going to be one of the postcards too.
Ooh, neat.
Because it's a great color piece.
Yeah.
You guys need to have it in color too. That's the thing. Like in my book, it's going to be in black and white. So if we get to that 13K, you'll get a postcard with this in full color on it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the lightning coming down.
Oh, isn't that cool? The characters are so fun to draw, man. So much cool lightning and weird stuff. I like it. I love it. So this is Erwin Papa, man. That guy is a great sculptor and artist. He works on and off in the sculpture into the pool. And I love his work, so I asked him to help me out. And he supplied this pinup to me. So I love it very much. And it's going in the book.
Wow, nice. Have the two of you ever done like a project where you both sculpted together?
Not yet. We talked about it. I was supposed to do a breakdown of something and send it his way for him to finish it up, but I never got there. I never got to the point where I was able. Oh, I was supposed to put another piece up. I haven't had a chance to do it yet, but for Michael Acker. So Michael Acker is a really good artist who just recently has kind of been coming up in the Facebook world. He's part of Dan Fraga's art group. And and he has won almost every contest as part of this group per his art. And he sent me a piece for Loki and Star, and I haven't had a chance to put it up yet, but I'm going to put it up very soon. But if you don't know who he is, I want to pimp out his name so that everybody can go and like his stuff. His name's Michael Acker. I'm going to start pushing him a little more so that we can get his numbers up too, because he wants to draw comics and he's good enough to do so.
Mm.
And he should be doing a regular book now. So, but we're still me and him are talking, and if he needs any help, I offered it to him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Sweet. Do you have a way of like sharing your screen to show the piece from Michael?
Ooh.
Do you want to save it for when
showing it how? Like, what do you mean? What do I have to do that?
you double click on the image to open it in your image editor, like, and then in StreamYard there should be a button at the bottom.
Oh, it says share screen. Yeah. Hold on one second. Yeah, give me a minute. Hold on. Let me see. Cool. Where is it? Right here. Hold on a second. I have to open it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you open up the image and then you click the button share screen, and then it's got like 3 different tabs to choose from. You either open it from a Chrome tab or you open it from an application. And you should see like a little thumbnail of the image that you're planning on sharing.
Okay, give me one more second.
Yep.
So I have to open up this piece. It was in my email, so I had to kind of go there and get it. But give me one second. I already downloaded it to my computer.
Oh, cool.
So let's see. Downloads. Let's go here. This is the sketch. It's a PNG file.
All right.
Okay.
So most applications will be able to open that.
Okay, let me go back to. Hold on one second. Well, at least I was able to get to that. Okay. Close this. Sorry. Now share screen, right?
Yep.
So share screen is easiest with 2 monitors. Share screen works best with a good computer. Use Chrome if you'd like to share audio of your screen.
Which we don't need since it's just an image.
Okay. Let me make sure that the proper image is up real quick before I do it. Select a window or screen. Okay, hold on. Give me one more second. I have to reopen it on my end.
All right.
I did something wrong. Downloads. Sketch. Okay. I have to go back to Chrome. Then I go share screen. I say this. Click the screen icon in your address bar. What? So your browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen icon in your address bar to allow access, then reload the page. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't. So it's open, like on my thing.
And then in StreamYards, you go to share screen. And then you should have 2 or 3 tabs. Like one of them will be in your entire screen, which you probably don't want. And then application window across the top. Application window allows you to access other applications for whichever program opened up the PNG image. For example, Paintbrush or.
Oh, it's weird. I just don't. Maybe I'm just not getting it. So use to share the best work. So I share screen. It says your browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen icon. Where's my screen icon? In your address bar.
Oh, in your address bar. So do you have
Hold on.
Screen
Hold on.
sharing.
I found it. I found it. Connection secure. Cancel. It just told me to press it, and then I did, and then it tells me to redo it. Say allow. Select screen. Hold on. We're almost there. No, I can do entire screen, right?
You can if it's maximized. I just don't want you to have anything showing like that'll dox you or anything.
Okay.
As Jezebel mentioned, you don't want any show any nudies.
Well, we'll see about that.
All right.
So is it up?
All right. This screen is up.
What's that mean?
Do you see in our stream how
Oh,
you've got your StreamYard open? All right. Now, oh, there it is.
No, that's not it.
Oh, it's not. Oh, that's your desktop. Oh, okay.
How's
Oh,
this?
oh, damn! Look at that. Jeez.
So this is the Michael Acker piece. It's Loki, and of course it's Star, and she's on the hood of her car, going full speed towards him with the hammer in hand. So it's really nice. I really like it. He did a really good job. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just checking it out.
Is it cool? Can you see it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very cool. I can't believe like you could see all this stuff.
Yeah, it looks like Loki's actually chasing her as she's riding down the road
Right.
in the desert.
Yeah, and he put lots of detail into it. He did a really good job. It's all done on iPad, I believe, or
Really?
yeah, I believe he did it all digitally. Yeah.
Cool.
So there was that.
Jezebel says nice.
Yeah, it's a nice piece. It's going in the book. So yeah, go and like his stuff, love his stuff.
Yeah, Maxian.
So you guys can see whatever I post,
Whoa.
essentially.
Hey.
Hold on. Let's see. You guys will get to see a bunch real quick. How's that?
Yeah.
I don't know if there'll be any nudity in here, so I apologize.
It's like a slideshow.
Yeah, so it's reference.
Whoa. Oh, you're into astronomy too, huh?
I am. That's my reference for drawing stuff.
Oh, okay.
All this stuff is reference. Like I look stuff up and I'll refer to it. So that's all Mignola. Going back here, that's Mignola work. So the guy did Hellboy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that stuff's amazing. So most of the stuff is reference for me.
Very cool.
Let's see. I think that's it here. Let me close this.
All right.
Or at least let me see what else I can find. Oh, how's this? Is that? Yeah, go back to normal so that I don't have to show that one screen. There we go. So I'm able to switch it back and forth, right?
Yeah, I mean, I presently have it in the green room.
Okay.
You know,
Okay,
your screen.
I see that.
You can switch to something else if you like.
Cool.
If
Let me.
if you wanted to show off.
Yeah, just give me a second. Let me go to my hammer stuff.
Yeah. While you're doing that, let me reshare my screen. So we're getting close to the 8K stretch goal where everyone gets a Hammer logo patch.
We are. We're already that high.
Well, I mean, we're getting there. We're on it.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice.
6812 for 86 backers. And
Right.
Everybody post any questions you have in chat. And,
Yes, please. Please do.
Anyone who backs during this stream within the next what? Oh, actually, the half an hour is almost up. But you'll get a chance to win a piece of original art or a bust.
Nice. Yes, absolutely. So jump on. Let's switch back over. Can you see what I've posted?
Not yet. All I see is your StreamYard screen.
Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get back to it. Close this.
All right.
Can you see that?
Oh, wow. Yeah. The silhouette of Star with the two crows and the orange background.
Yeah. That was me kind of coloring my black and white cover and kind of seeing where I wanted to go with it. So that's me coloring and then having that background kind of stand out like that. There's more. I want to show you more stuff.
That's sweet.
So let's keep moving.
Is that a photograph or did you draw that?
This?
Yeah.
I drew that.
Shit, that's good.
Thanks, man.
Man.
There's the Hammer poster and cover. There's the first page. Second. Oh, you get to see my pencil breakdowns. How's that?
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, you're getting to see my pencil breakdowns on this stuff. Like you'll get to see my breakdown sketches.
Whoa.
So me adding stuff to things and like figuring it out. Like this is way behind the scenes. That's a page you guys haven't seen. This is a pages you guys haven't seen.
Blocking it out and all.
More pages you guys haven't seen.
That's looking good.
More. Look at this.
Yetzabel says, love it. Hell yeah.
But let's see. What I want to get you guys to, hold on. Where is it? Oh, look at that. Me messing around with stuff.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Oh. You know what this is? This is a piece I did for Jason Boscom and Unhinged.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Yeah. All right.
So I did this for Jason. I don't know whether I'm supposed to be showing it or not, but I did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jason. Hold on. We're getting to the part I want to get to. So
he's got
this is going to be the 0 issue comic that I want to make for you guys. It'll be a single 18 by 24 sheet of paper that will fold up to be 9 pages and eventually will be a poster. So this is one of the first pages for it.
Uh-huh.
This is one of the next pages for it.
Huh.
And it'll be printed in color. And this is, I'm working on it, so you guys can see that. That's one of the things I want to add on to stuff is I literally want to make you this comic. I went back. Sorry.
Not a problem.
So I want to make you a comic that's on an 18 by 24 sheet of paper. I know it's not, this is an 18 by 24, but if you fold it up, it ends up becoming a poster where you can have a 18 by 24 poster and then you have 9 pages. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you can open it up and it'll be double-sided.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be a giant foldable comic that I'm going to be sending with all this stuff, hopefully, if I get it done.
Wow.
And it'll kind of explain the war that happened that kind of brought the Earth to the standstill that we're at.
Holy cow, that's nice. That's a neat idea. That's pretty unique.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was a good idea to actually like do it on a single sheet of paper and fold it up and have it like be a poster.
And are each of the panels going to be, or pages going to be numbered as well, to just so it's dummy proof, or is it going to be pretty evident what order to read it in?
It'll be folded for you, but it'll also be numbered. I'll make sure there's numbers on the bottom of the side.
Cool.
So I thought it was a great idea to do. I thought it'd be fun. I kind of did the Ashley Wood thing. Thank you so much with it, and it's fun. I did those pages, I think, in like those 2 pages in one day, so it was really quick. It was fun. Absolutely.
Man, what an amazing idea.
Thank you, sir. Thank
you. Now I want to do something like
that. Isn't that cool?
It is.
Yeah. So you could make like a 9-page mini comic, essentially, that has a big, 18 by 24 poster if you print it on 18 by 24. Sweet. I think it makes it 6 by 9 every panel, right? So each of those images, so this is the small version. This is like a 9 by 12 sheet of paper or whatever it is. It breaks down to each page being 6 by 9. And that's almost comic size. It's a little smaller, but it's just big enough to put a comic book on. So, and I figured it'd be a great idea. And I really want to do that badly. It seems like it'd be a lot of fun.
Sweet.
So,
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's like between the size of an ash can and a traditional floppy.
Correct. And you'll only be able to get them here. I mean, everything I'm gonna do as part of these print runs are gonna be limited. I doubt I'm gonna ever print more than 500 copies of this book in the 2 or 3 different forms that it's gonna be in, with the 300 covers or 300 covers, 3 covers, 3 covers.
299 variants? What? Are you crazy?
That's really Rob Liefeldy of me. Let's not do that.
Whoa, that would take a lot of time.
That would take forever, man. No, we won't be doing that. So stretch goals. We're inching towards the logo patch that goes with every order of the Hammer logo. The next one is the 10K, which gets you the 11 by 17 poster of Joe Benitez's cover, which would be amazing.
Yeah.
13K gets you a colored postcard set with a bunch of different Hammer art that isn't in the book.
Ooh, neat.
Right. So the 15K gets you a sticker set and an exclusive Glim Fabry cover added to all orders. And that's an extra book added to everybody at the 15K goal.
That's sweet. That is very sweet.
So the closer the better. Be nice.
Yeah, so we got some artwork from the book.
Correct.
I still love how Starry has a VW bug as her stallion.
You know what's funny? It's one of the first cars I remember my mom having.
Oh.
So it's her favorite was her 67 bug.
Yeah, the original bug had character.
Yep.
When they revamped the design, it wasn't the same. It wasn't.
Right. I agree. It wasn't the same. Nice. Yeah. That's Star doing her thing. So she's exhausted and she's being confronted by a bunch of people who essentially know that she has the hammer, and they want to try to take it from her to give to Loki so that Loki stops terrorizing everybody. It doesn't work out very well.
Did it take you long to come up with and settle for the the engravings on the hammer?
Thinking wise, yes. Execution wise, no.
Cool.
So it took me, I don't know, I thought about it probably for a week or two. So on and off in between, like, hey, this is what the hammer's going to look like. Something should go on the side of it.
Right.
And I didn't know what. I would just do some squiggly lines and stuff and make it kind of look like it was filigree or something.
Right.
And then I decided on giving it like meaning. So by putting specific things on there.
Yep. Loki.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Loki, the grinning god. Freaking the main bad guy in my book. And he has all these crazy powers. So I can't wait to exploit those over the 10 issues. It's going to be so much fun.
Man. Excuse me. And then we have Gasser.
That's right. Gas mask wearing leader of Loki's gang. And is smarter than the majority of the people around him. Or her. And, that's a Jotun. That's a mutant that is grown super large because of the environment he's in. He has some lung issues, though, because of everything.
Action shot.
Yep, big old action shot of Star defending herself against a giant. So the pages that take place after this are epic because essentially she has to fight this thing and two other. Gasser is there, Knot is there, and one other person.
Cool.
And then the Dragar. Yeah, the never-ending, never-stopping, just undead warriors trying to get that hammer from her so that they can use it to power their brothers and sisters. Dragar.
Look like.
That is what they look like. I did design them all to be unique, but to have a certain look to them. You can purchase, actually, I've added the last 3 that will be done on demand, essentially, and be completely unique.
Nice.
To kind of fill it out, because I realized, like, I sold 5 of them, and it seems like everybody wanted them. So I can only do... Yeah, I sold 5 in all.
5? Dang.
Yeah, the first 3, and then 2 more. So I decided I would do 3 more after that, and that's it. And then I had another piece, which will be coming up soon, past the Loki head, that is also a Dragar. Nice. Yeah, it seems like mom had a Volkswagen when they were kids. It's awesome.
Yeah. The
bust of Loki. I use this as reference for my Loki during the book, and will for the next 10 issues. And you guys can get a casting of this wonderful piece that I sculpted, essentially to make it easier for me to draw.
There's another angle.
Yeah, there's 3 angles. And the head comes separate, and the horns will come separate also, and they'll be able to plug into it with little square plugs. It'll all be seamless and be really nice. So this is my new added on perk. This is a 11-inch tall sculpture called a Super Snowblood Dragar, and she has a plasma cannon on her right arm, and she wears that giant Nautilus piece on top, and she's a big piece. As I said, 11 inches tall and solid, and I'm offering up 5 of these, and that's it. Only 5. And it comes with a Loki head, it comes with extra comics, it comes with a piece of art.
Man, that's wicked.
And the price is $800. I realize it's high, but there's a lot more detail on this, and I hand sculpted every element of it. It's not kit bashed. It's my design. And it'll come with the print that I originally drew of it before I designed it.
My goodness, that is cool. Let me see something here.
It's freaking a beautiful, beautiful piece. I can get the original out. Show you.
Oh, all right.
If you want. I mean, but this is good too. Hold on. Okay. Get my hair back together. So it's a little dusty. It's been up on my shelf for a little bit, but I'll have to clean her off.
Oh my
and
gosh.
See how long her legs are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Dragar, aren't they? I was under the impression they might be like kind of like androids or zombies, or
they're robots that have a female appearance to them.
Oh, okay. Wow, that is so cool looking.
Do you like it?
Holy
it's one of my favorite sculptures. I've been wanting to offer it to somebody, and I think this is the best opportunity to do so. And I'll be drawing her into the book at some point.
All right.
So she'll show up. Trust me.
11 inches tall resin.
Yep, it's a resin casting, and if anybody picks it up and they want it painted, I suppose I could paint it for them also. I could put it together for them and make it go.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I know there are some people out there who are into, painting figurines and statues, but
right.
I don't know if I'm lazy or if I just feel like I might give it a go, but then I'll never get around to it. So I'd rather have it already painted.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why I'm giving that offer. Like, I can literally, if that person is interested, for the price that I'm selling it at, especially if it were someone like you, if you picked it up, man, I would totally put it together for you and send it your way and paint it. And awesome.
Oh, it is so cool. I love trying claws and stuff.
Yeah, that gun I made is freaking crazy. The one that's her whole arm, and she's just kind of dangling it. Yeah, it has a really weird shape to it. Yeah, I consider it like a rail gun of some sort, but I don't know. It is what it is.
It's pretty sweet.
So
all orders come with additional perks. Coming soon, the Joe Weems Loki piece.
Right. And then this is what my Dragar looked like when they were just warriors 1,000 years previously. They were hot-looking female assassins. And some of them were, had other accessories. This is just one of them. This one is named Jessie.
Nice.
So, yeah, she was the presidential Apega at the time that, in fact, the story I write about, the one I was talking about, the 18 by 24 piece that I wanted to give you the 0 issue of, it's about this character, Jessie.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it'll be her. So it's all linked together. You'll be able to link it all together at some point, and it'll make a giant, beautiful story. I love that piece. Mark Beecham did it. It's a beautiful painted piece. He does so very few, and I was so lucky to be able to get one.
Let's see here. We got this one.
Oh yeah, that's my version of Jason Gonzalez's design of my character.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I love drawing it. I broke out the airbrush on that one. And I'll probably color it as part of one of the cards that, like, if I turn a postcard into it, like as opposed to just the black and white card you get, if I up the size and do a postcard, I'll color it so that it'll look amazing and in color and beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll give it the whole Alex Ross treatment.
Sweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's some history, then the good news,
Yeah.
and the bad news.
Well, there's no bad news because we just did it. So we did it, Baba. We made the money we needed to make to get to where we needed to be, and I'm absolutely floored that I was even able to do that.
Well, now it's gravy. So let's keep it going. Keep up the momentum.
Right.
The in terms of perks, and I don't know if I mentioned, but you might consider doing a featured tier.
Okay.
Like a lot of campaigns. The way, as far as I define it, I mean, not everyone's in total agreement, but as far as I'm concerned, the featured tier is like the best bang for your buck.
Right.
The best way to get a lot of goodies, a lot of swag in the book with,
Right.
for a nominal amount. And but also give you the opportunity to really experience the content in the book as it's intended.
Right.
Sometimes the featured tier is, if they don't have a lot of swag, the featured tier is usually like 3 different covers of the book, the main cover and then 2 variants.
Okay.
Other times it includes extras like stickers or patches and things like that. But it varies. But it's something to think about, either on this campaign or future ones.
Sure, absolutely.
Line art edition signed.
Yeah, the line art edition signed. It's just a black and white book completely, the cover included, that I'll be signing, and then it comes with the Joe Weems Loki piece, the Beecham piece, and that card that we just looked at.
Sweet. Then we got the exclusive signed edition.
That comes also with those same perks, but it has the Benitez cover signed by both Benitez and Levasseur. And I'll probably sign it too and send it your direction.
And then we got the signed bundle. It's
That
both
gets-
covers, right?
That's right. It gets you both books, and it gets you, of course, all the extras, and everything is signed.
Nice. We got the Head of Loki, which is a very popular tier.
Right. It's been going fast. It seems like that should be my featured tier if it's going to be anything. It gets you a actual prop that I use and sculpted myself to be able to do the reference for my book when I drew this character, because he was so complicated. So I decided to use my reference sculpture as a piece of art that I could give to you guys, and I'll make castings of it, so everybody will be able to have the reference that I used to essentially make the character for the book.
Absolutely.
And this one comes with a base, and it comes with all those extras, the Joe Weems stuff, the Benitez stuff, and then, of course, that card that I did of Star of Asgard.
All right. Then we got the art edition.
The art edition comes with a piece of art that I hand draw for you, a nice inked piece, something most likely on 8.5 by 11 or 9 by 12. And I'll do my best to make it look, like this, essentially. We'll be doing stuff like this for you guys.
Oh, damn, that's cool.
So yeah, I mean, I won't just be like scribbling out a head. You paid $100. I'm going to draw you something cool.
Man.
So I plan on, giving you guys a good drawing. Plus you get the books all signed and all the extra swag that comes with it.
Cool. And then we've got the Dragar edition signed.
Yeah. Yeah, these are officially the last 3 that I'll be making. They're all custom made. They all look different, and they're all hand painted. They come with 2 comic books, a Dragar, and a piece of art, and also all the extras that come with it.
Now, this is the old photo, though, right?
That is an old photo. I need to actually, because I can only, recreate a perk or something like that. Not recreate. I could duplicate a perk without having to make another perk. So I just duplicated the perk.
Right.
But they'll all be one of a kind. There is, and I used the old photo because it was easiest to do so, because I haven't obviously built the ones.
Okay. All right. They're to be built. TBB.
Right. I believe I have to build you one, and I have to build one other person one currently. So we spoke about that last time we were. No, it wasn't you. It was someone else. It was Chris. It was Chris.
Right on.
Sorry.
And then Super Dragar Edition Kit. Dang.
That's right. That comes with a Loki head. That comes with a drawing. That comes with 2 comics all signed and all the extra swag that comes with it.
Sweet.
And if you do pick it up and you need me to put it together and paint it for you, I can do that too.
Cool. And then we got the Benitez color original cover art.
Right. And that comes with a piece of original art. It also comes with a Super Dragar. It also has all the perks and extras with it, like a Loki head. You get, you get everything with that. So when you buy the $2,500 Benitez original cover art, you get everything.
Nice. And then, this is always fun for me. I always like to check out the stuff I might have missed out on.
Right.
So you had the 3 out of 3 Dragar
right,
signed.
Right.
And then you had 2 more.
Yeah. One of the guys in West Virginia, Chris, he had asked me if I could add another one. I go, but they weren't built to. I go, they're not built yet. I can only build you one. He goes, just do however you want to do it. So I put 2 on there, and they both sold. And I was like, well, geez, man, I guess I got to do more now. So that's what happened so far.
That'll be funny if these next 3 sell next.
It'll only be so funny, man. I mean, I have to make them, obviously. So I have to limit them also. So that's part of it.
That's absolutely true too.
Go ahead.
Looking good. I think we are ending at 87 backers. So
okay.
I know you're needing to get on Malin's stream ASAP, and that's supposed to start in a few minutes.
Right.
So I think we should be closing this out.
Okay.
I don't know if you wanted. I'll discuss it off here.
That's fine.
But I wanted to thank everybody for joining us today. Thank you.
Thank you.
And the audience, everyone who watches this on replay. Thank you to our very special guest, Jason Kramer.
Crager,
sorry. Oops.
You're so funny.
Crager. Oops. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Thank you for backing.
Would you do us the honor and share with the world how you can be found on social media?
You can reach me at Jason Alistair Crowley Crager on Facebook, or you can find me on Indiegogo under Hammer Comic. You can also find me at Von Durabo, VONDURABO on Twitter. And on Instagram, I'm Crager Jason. So go find me. Go find me there. Let's do some stuff together. Let's get some artwork out there. Let's get this thing up to 15 grand.
Awesome.
And while you're at it, go back Wyman. Go back WyzGyz. Go subscribe. Go pound that button. Go like it. Go rub yourself on it. Whatever it takes.
Oh dear. Yeah. Thank you so much again, everyone. You can find me on Twitter at WyzGyz Tweets, on Twitch at WyzGyz Switches, on YouTube, WyzGyz Entertainment. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Mark the bell for notifications. Leave any comments you like. When you mark the bell for notifications, be sure and select all notifications so you don't miss a video or a stream. And once again, thank you again, everyone, and everyone watching. Thanks again, J.Crager.
Thank you, sir.
And we are ending